The history of sugar, the sweet commodity that changed the world. Sugar is one of the oldest and most influential food products in human history. Today, it is found in almost every home and is used in countless foods, drinks, medicines, and industrial products. Yet few people realize that sugar has a history stretching back thousands of years, influencing the rise and fall of civilizations, driving global trade, inspiring exploration, and even contributing to one of humanity's darkest chapters, the transatlantic slave trade. From humble beginnings as a wild tropical grass in New Guinea to becoming one of the world's most traded agricultural commodities, sugar has played a remarkable role in shaping human civilization. Long before people learned how to refine sugar into sparkling white crystals, they simply chewed the stalks of wild sugarcane to enjoy its naturally sweet juice. Archaeological evidence suggests that sugarcane was first domesticated in New Guinea nearly 10,000 years ago. As ancient communities migrated and traded with neighboring regions, they carried sugarcane throughout Southeast Asia, where it adapted well to the warm, tropical climate. Eventually, the plant reached India, where one of the greatest breakthroughs in food history occurred. Around the 6th century BCE, Indian craftsmen discovered a method to extract juice from sugarcane, boil it, and evaporate the water until tiny sweet crystals formed. This marked the birth of crystallized sugar. The Sanskrit word shakara, meaning gravel or small stones, described these crystals, and eventually evolved into the modern English word sugar. Unlike honey, which had been humanity's primary sweetener for thousands of years, sugar could be stored for long periods, transported over great distances, and produced in increasingly large quantities. As trade expanded across Asia, knowledge of sugar production spread westward into Persia. Persian farmers improved irrigation techniques and established extensive sugarcane plantations, making sugar an increasingly valuable commodity. It became a luxury reserved for kings, nobles, and wealthy merchants, often referred to as white gold because of its rarity and high value. The Persian Empire's mastery of sugar production laid the foundation for its spread throughout the Middle East. During the 7th and 8th centuries, the rapid expansion of Islamic civilization transformed sugar into an international commodity. Arab scholars, engineers, and farmers introduced advanced irrigation systems that allowed sugarcane cultivation to flourish across Egypt, Syria, Iraq, North Africa, Sicily, and southern Spain. Muslim traders carried sugar along vast trade networks that connected Asia, Africa, and Europe, introducing the sweet ingredient to new cultures while improving methods of cultivation and refining. When European crusaders traveled to the Holy Land during the medieval Crusades, they encountered sugar for the first time. Amazed by its sweetness, they brought small quantities back to Europe. Because production remained limited and transportation was expensive, sugar became an exclusive luxury, enjoyed mainly by royalty and the wealthy. Physicians even prescribed sugar as a medicine, believing it could cure various illnesses and improve health. The greatest transformation in sugar's history came after the voyages of exploration during the late 15th century. In 1493, Christopher Columbus carried sugarcane seedlings from the Canary Islands to the Caribbean during his second voyage. The warm tropical climate proved ideal, allowing sugar plantations to flourish throughout islands such as Hispaniola, Cuba, Jamaica, Barbados, and Puerto Rico. At the same time, Portuguese settlers established enormous sugar plantations in Brazil, creating an industry that would dominate global sugar production for centuries. As European demand for sugar increased dramatically, plantation owners sought a large labor force capable of cultivating and harvesting vast fields of sugarcane. This demand became one of the driving forces behind the transatlantic slave trade. Millions of Africans were forcibly captured, transported across the Atlantic Ocean under horrific conditions, and enslaved on sugar plantations throughout the Americas. Their labor generated enormous wealth for European colonial powers while causing unimaginable suffering that remains one of history's greatest human tragedies. By the 17th and 18th centuries, sugar had transformed from an expensive luxury into an increasingly common household ingredient. The growing popularity of tea, coffee, and chocolate in Europe further accelerated sugar consumption, creating entirely new eating habits. Sweet desserts, pastries, candies, and preserved fruits became popular among all social classes as sugar prices gradually declined due to expanding production. The Industrial Revolution introduced steam-powered machinery and modern refining techniques that revolutionized sugar manufacturing. Factories could process enormous quantities of sugarcane quickly and efficiently, producing cleaner, whiter sugar at lower costs than ever before. During the 19th century, European scientists also discovered that sugar could be extracted from sugar beets, allowing countries with cooler climates to produce their own sugar without relying entirely on tropical plantations. This innovation permanently changed the global sugar industry. Today, more than 180 million metric tons of sugar are produced each year. Brazil remains the world's largest producer and exporter, followed by countries such as India, China, Thailand, and Pakistan. Approximately 80% of the world's sugar comes from sugarcane, while the remaining 20% is produced from sugar beets. Sugar is now found in thousands of products, including soft drinks, chocolate, baked goods, dairy products, medicines, cosmetics, biofuels, and even biodegradable plastics. Although sugar has become an essential ingredient in modern life, excessive consumption has also created significant health challenges. Medical research has linked high sugar intake to obesity, type 2 diabetes, tooth decay, cardiovascular disease, and other chronic illnesses. As a result, health experts encourage moderation while recognizing sugar's continued importance in global food production and industry. The history of sugar is far more than the story of a simple sweetener. It is a story of human innovation, agricultural development, international trade, scientific discovery, exploration, colonial expansion, industrial progress, and cultural transformation. For thousands of years, sugar has connected continents, built fortunes, changed diets, influenced politics, and shaped the course of world history. From the forests of New Guinea to the kitchens of billions of people today, sugar remains one of the most remarkable commodities ever produced by humanity.